I'm going to ask right now that everybody just quickly introduce yourself and what movie you were involved with, because they all want to hear from you, they don't want to hear from me.
Here. Hello, my name is Stephen Schmarkley, and I directed Biel and Marty Keegan with
Larry Aiken.
Hi, I'm Alex Brolin. I'm the producer of Red Princess Blues Animated.
The voice of Red Princess.
that's for the director of this movie.
Brolin, I'm the director and writer of X.
I'm Biel, producer of HollyShorts.
Phil Purple, director of All the Paper Sky.
Keegan, verboten.
I'm going to start it off, and hopefully we'll be able to open the floor so all of you can, give your shout outs and whatnot. And I'm just going to pose questions, and you guys feel free to jump in whenever you want. A lot of diverse movies here, lots of different backgrounds. You got all guys come from different places to put your work on the screen. But as, movie fans, I'm curious, were you nervous for this audience to see your movies tonight? Because for some of you, it's the premiere. I'm curious what goes through your head before you come here to screen your movie.
Yeah, you get nervous for sure. They asked me before, and we got a call and said, do you want to blow this up to 35 millimeter? And I said, how much should it cost? And they said, $7,000. And I said, no, it'll be fine. So I was nervous about your reaction.
Yeah, I was nervous, I think. I think it's probably the first time anybody other than my close friends have seen this movie, right?
I'm heavily medicated.
See all people, right? There you are. Okay, Josh, I'm going to start with you. We've talked a little bit about X before, and this, of course, is the Los Angeles premiere. And if I remember correctly, you told me that you did 90 setups in 3 days?
96.
Okay, 96. Talked to him a few months ago. Elaborate on that a little bit. I know there's a lot of movie makers in the audience who understand exactly what that means, but for people who don't, pretty ambitious? Sounds ambitious to me.
Well, as you can tell here, they're like different poems, and you have different types of pens, some really expensive pens and some pencils. Mine was a pencil. And, I've written this very elaborate 12-character short that I was getting special effects, and it was going to be very expensive and all that, and I got very scared because to me, the whole reason why you do a short is to kind of understand your strengths and weaknesses as a filmmaker, if that's what you're getting into. And so I pulled my truck over and I wrote this in a couple of hours, and I put it together in a couple of weeks, and some friends and a video camera, and we just went out there and we did it, and it was about the storytelling for us. If we could set up and tell this absurd story and have 1, 2, 3, 4 people out of a few hundred laugh or think it was okay, then we did our job, and then we'll go from there and make another story, maybe a little bit longer, like those over here. And you'll cry at mine, too.
Jessica, yeah, I want that dog, Jessica, by the way. Very good casting. For your film, a lot of people in this audience, when they hear that, Josh Brolin, Jessica Biel, you got, obviously the past year have been huge years for you in terms of acting and being in, big budget movies. And when they hear, oh, they're doing a short, some people might think, well, why bother do a short, but why do a short if you're busy and you're encompassing your work? What does it mean to you, especially, to do something like this?
Well, I think it's really hard sometimes to find projects that you really, really love. I mean, there's a lot of stuff floating around, a lot of material floating around, but sometimes you're just not finding anything. For me, I feel like I'm always struggling for good female roles, always, and interesting things that I don't know, make you feel something at the end. And I mean, also, it was my first experience ever getting behind the camera and doing any of the producing things that I've been watching from afar. So doing it on sort of a smaller scale feels a little bit more manageable.
Yeah.
You hungry for more? Yes. Yes. But with more money, though.
Yeah.
Good.
A question, because you would expect that so many people are involved. You haven't answered a question for me yet, Mark. I haven't asked you one, but I'm going to pick on you. Tell me how you assembled your team.
A lot of begging, pleading.
Friends, relatives, or?
Yes.
Yes.
And yes. You know, for me, I got very lucky. Jim Edwards, who started out working with Steve McQueen, so I went and begged him to work with me, and he shot the film, helped me assemble his guys, was an editor, and you know, the guy's helping me out, cutting trailers for me for free. Yeah, and then Panavision gives me a camera package, and Mercury Sound is doing the mix for free. So everyone tells you that no one will help you. You know, nobody cares, and they do. And most of these guys are successful when you go and you talk to them, and you show them what you're doing, and you want some help. If they like you, they will help you, and it's, you know, you can't do it without it because it's just too expensive.
Yeah, absolutely. I am curious, who is willing to answer that question?
10,000 and shot it in 2 days.
Anyone else?
A little more.
Jim?